Welcome to an episode of the Walk-Ons with your first host, the Spinnaker 2020 Hall of Fame class, Trey Donald. On the left here is the up-and-coming rising star sports editor, John Watson, who's actually now an official NFL and college sports writer. How you doing today, John?
Doing well, doing well. Cool opportunity to cover the Jaguars yesterday, but yeah, I'd say I'm up and coming, and the future is bright for John Watson and also for Drew McDonald. How are you, Drew?
I'm good, man. Actually, funny enough, for our viewers and listeners both, I was in Jacksonville the same day as John Watson was. Well, John lives there. I was there on vacation. But John covered the Lions game. And I was there. I was like, oh, John's covering. I'm at the game. Like, it's random. But I chose the game to go from the 1-4 Jaguars against the 1-5 Lions, whatever record it was. It was bad. Terrible game. But out of the ashes, though, John Watson got to see the game from the press box, cover it, watch John Brown miss a chip shot. It's a great day.
Yeah, John Brown misses a chip shot. Jacksonville misses Josh Lambo. Gotta love it these days. But Jaguars kicking struggles continue, as they always will. But the World Series, that's what we're here to talk about today. Big matchup between the Dodgers and the Rays. Not the Braves and the Rays, like Drew McDonald would love to see, but we'll talk about that later in the episode. What happened, How did we get here, and how did the Rays finally end up breaking into the World Series barrier against the Astros?
So I said this from the first day of the season. The Rays are the best equipped team for the playoffs this season.
Mm-hmm.
If you look and see this year, the Rays bullpen has been amazing. They're actually called the stable because you saw John back in September. Curtis Chapman once threw a ball at Brasso's head to cause a huge uproar on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Cash said he had a stable of guys that threw 90 miles an hour faster, period. So the Rays bullpen, the stable has been a key part of that team. In fact, like they have aces like Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Charlie Morton. The fact that Kevin Cash, the manager, can use the bullpen ways to find which matchup is better, because there's a new rule this year that each reliever has to face a 3 batter minimum. It's kind of different than usual, but with that good bullpen, also we saw a new guy, a rookie, Randy Arozarena. This dude had 7 homers in the ALCS, a record for a rookie. Now, John, I know you're like a secondary Rays fan, but which guys do you think will pop off in the World Series for the Rays?
Big fan of, the boy Meadows, I forgot his first name, my bad. But Austin Meadows, my guy, I haven't been watching much baseball. I'm going to tell you that. I watch, game 7s and stuff like that, but I've been watching much. But Arozarena, he's weirdly been a star. The boy, forget his name, but he was a star, undrafted guy. I watched an interview with him. Looks like a really nice dude. But I'll have to bring up the roster here, but I think their pitching is really good with Charlie Morton, right? And
Yep.
Guys like Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, they have a really solid starting rotation. That might be a little better than the Dodgers. The Dodgers have, Kershaw, of course, but they got rid of a few guys like the one Korean guy. And in the off seasons of Blue Jays, I don't want to mess up his name, so I'm not gonna say it. But like Kenta Maeda, he left for the Diamondbacks, I think, Rockies,
The Twins.
the Twins. My bad. Oh yeah, Twins. But their starting pitching is just not great, and I think the Rays will be able to jump on that early in the games and command the games if they can do that.
Yeah, I think that the Rays have like a shoestring payroll. They've won the lowest payrolls of all teams in the league, but they develop their talent so well. Like G-Man Choi, he was a throw-in in that trade in 2018 for Jesus Aguilar.
Mm-hmm.
The South Korean big boy is a grid defender at first base. He owns Garrett Cole. He's had 3 dingers like Garrett Cole this season. It's crazy how they have no big names. They're like cast offs from different teams that kind of landed in Tampa Bay, but they've gotten so well just developing themselves. And even guys like Pete Fairbanks is a really good reliever for the team. what's his name? Nick Anderson, the guy from the Marlins. He's been a lockdown closer. But the Dodgers, they because both the Rays and Dodgers are the win seeds for their divisions, I mean, their leagues. I think that the Dodgers might have the edge in offense, as like Seager, Bellinger, Mookie Betts, um, even guys like Kiki Hernandez. Like he hit a bunch of homers this series, but I think that just the Rays pitching and their ability to execute in key moments of like the playoffs this year will be huge. I don't think it'll be a 4-game series. Like it might be 6 or 7 series. It'd be a good game filled with talented teams. But John, do you think that the Rays' lack of experience in the World Series will hurt them, or do you think it's gonna won't matter at this point?
I think you got to look at it from the last season standpoint of the Nationals. Nationals went the last season with almost no hopes, and no hopes for making it past the first round against the Dodgers. Well, there was hope for the second series after beating the Dodgers, but I don't think World Series experience matters at this point because the Dodgers really don't have much experience with Bellinger, having never really, had that experience, and Mookie Betts, he has experience. But I just don't know if experience matters at this point. The Rays, of course, there's a team of kind of outcasts and, trades and things that didn't really want to go their way, really did in the end. But there'll be a team now, it's going to be they'll have to make a spark early in the game to have a good chance of winning every game, make it 4-game. But I think they can do it just based on their resilience and their ability to win games from behind and win games late in the game and just have fun out there. It's something the Dodgers are going to try and do, but I think they're going to fail at doing.
Yeah, the Rays have one unlikely guy be a hero from the playoffs was Mike Zunino.
Mm-hmm.
He did $140 in the regular season, but in the postseason he had 4 home runs so far this year, 8 RBIs. So I feel like anybody could really step up from the Rays this year in the World Series. If they can score first, I think that was kind of their best strategy because I think that we saw with the Astros that they kind of pounced early with guys like Altuve's leadoff homers and Springer's leadoff homers. So the Rays have experience in the playoffs facing teams with big bats. They face Blue Jays, the Yankees, the Astros. I don't know. I think that my prediction is Rays in 6. What's yours?
I'm gonna make a case here. I like the Dodgers. My dad's a kind of a Dodgers fan. He used to be a Dodgers fan, and then they kind of stuck there for a few years, and he stopped being a Dodgers fan. So I like the Dodgers, but I really want the Rays to win. And if the Dodgers were to make a case to win the series, it'd have to be based on the bats and not the pitching. The games are gonna be like 8-5, 7-3, something like that. But which way it favors will be based on how many homers they hit. I mean, the Dodgers haven't been known for small ball, like a few teams have, like the Athletics and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I like Bellinger, Betts, but the rest of the lineup, if they come through like Kiki Hernandez did last night, we'll see. We'll see. Last night was Monday for all the viewers out there watching, the 10 viewers we get. But I think the Rays will go 5, honestly. 4-1. I think, they'll go up 2-0 and then go 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Like another Tampa Bay sports team likes to do.
No, this is the Dodgers' 3rd World Series in the past 4 years. They lost to the Astros, lost to the Red Sox. Now they're playing the Rays. Is there kind of a feeling of here we go again, do you think? Or do you think it's their year, do you think?
It's definitely a chip on their shoulder right now. Like they have to win this year. They're going to be labeled as World Series chokers, postseason chokers. And I really think that if they don't win, it's going to be a testament to, coaching maybe. And, after last season's poor performance against the Nats in the World Series and Kershaw choking it away, I think that Kershaw has something to prove. And if he proves that in this World Series, I'll think he might have a Hall of Fame career, Hall of Fame credentials at least.
Did you see that ridiculous question that they asked Walker Buehler in Game 1 against the Braves?
Yeah.
So Dodgers lost Game 1, and the LA reporter asked Walker Buehler about his tight pants. It's like, hey, Walker, Twitter talk about your tight pants in the game. I think that's been an issue. And he's like, wrong time, wrong place, pal.
Definitely the wrong time, wrong place. Why? I mean, if it's a Twitter topic, it might be good for the ladies out there. I don't know, but yeah, I kind of wish that the Braves would have made a push, 3-1 in the series. But what's the good of 3-1 if you can't capitalize? The Rays almost choked it away, 3-0, series 3-3, 4-3. They got away with one there.
I just hope that they don't become to do like a Warriors meme, the Warriors put 3-1 lead, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I feel like it's a tired joke of the Atlanta sports blowing leads. I want to flip the script, so I guess we'll have to wait until next year for that to happen.
Now, another topic is the Rays, Lightning, and the Bucks. They could all win, their respected titles in the same kind of season, same postseason, not postseason, but pandemic season. Has there ever been a team that has done that? Like maybe Boston in 2009, maybe, LA back in the day, maybe?
The Cavs won it in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But
the Cavs were 17,
no,
I think, right?
No, Caps.
The Caps, yeah. But I don't think that was correlated with the Nats season, no. But and then the Mystics won the same season, but that's kind of WNBA.
I don't know this. I mean, it's a big if the Buccaneers can win because they gotta get past the Seahawks. And Seahawks are one of the best teams in the league right now.
Yeah.
I do think that the Bucs could win the NFC South, and that's definitely a given. I don't know. I'd say right now it's Seahawks against the Chiefs if I had any dog in the fight for the Super Bowl.
I don't know how the Seahawks are going to do past the divisional round, but I guess we'll have to see. Honestly, the Bucs, they're weird. They're weird right now. Not gonna lie, they beat the Packers 38-10, and the Packers are like ranked the 4th team in the power rankings. And now the Bucs took their place. Now they're like the 3rd or 4th team in the power rankings. So I don't know at this point. But I mean, the Chiefs getting Le'Veon Bell, I don't know how that's going to affect the team, honestly.
Well,
But
he's getting paid $50 million by the Jets for 4-year span for playing 10 games his career with them. So it's something else, man. And I mean, I feel like the Chiefs could handle Le'Veon Bell in terms of locker room because you have Andy Reid's like a legendary coach. He's been through guys like McNabb and Westbrook and T.O., so he knows. Even the coach Michael Vick, he's dealt with guys that have that bad past or been troubles in the locker room. So
I guess we'll have to see what happens in the NFL. I thought the Jags were going to do better, but as we saw from last night's game, nope.
I think there's going to be a clean house, next year, the Jacksonville Jaguars front office.
There should be a clean house right now. Come on. Right this second, fire Doug Marrone and fire Todd Walsh. Get them out. They suck. Well,
also, why did the Jaguars go for it after the interception in the red zone?
They had a 15-yard, it would have been probably a 25-yard chip shot for John Brown, who missed a one from, 38, I think it was, or 31? 35, I don't know. He would have probably made that field goal. And to have that arm deflection on the 4th down, I don't know. I could hear a sigh of what the heck just happened in the press box, and I was like, man, these Jags, they're just not getting better week after week. Oh,
I think
pain.
They should have all of the UNF men's soccer strikers try out for the Jaguar striker kicker, honestly.
I think that's what they honestly did for this guy, John Brown. I mean, what did he do? He made, 2 field goals in one, or 2 extra points in one field goal, right? Something like that.
No, well, I'm trying to think. They score 16 points, so it's 2 touchdowns, and then wait, no. Did they go for 2?
They went for 2 on one play, yeah.
Okay, yes, they must have gotten a field goal then. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, maybe field goal and touchdown and an extra point. Yeah, and then the 2-point attempt was no good. So, I mean, that raises the question in Jacksonville of not just kicking, but defense in general. I think that's a big theme. What do you think that they have to do to improve their defense?
I think it's time to get rid of Todd Wash. I think that
Hmm.
like he had his moment. He had the 2017 Saxonville squad, but those guys are gone. There's a lot of rookies now, a lot of cast-offs. Like I have a souvenir cup I got from the game today or yesterday,
Hmm.
and I knew two of the three guys there. I had no 25 on the team. I knew who he was. I was like, 25 is that Herndon maybe? I don't know. I mean, I know who he is, but if they can just get rid of Todd Wash and then do what they did in 2017, which you buy free agents to build your defense. When they got Calais Campbell and Willie Jackson. What's that one guy that used to be on the Cowboys? Barry Church, guys like that. And don't have the experience of defense to compete in this division. So get rid of Todd Wash and get someone new. Give someone like I don't know, Jack Del Rio from the Washington football team. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking up if the Jaguars play the Jets this season because I will go to that game and see the Tank Bowl there. Oh, when is this? Are they going to play them? I guess not. But who's going to get Trevor Lawrence at the end of the season? Is it going to be the Jets? Is it going to be the Jaguars? It's going to be the other 0-16. There aren't any.
The Giants, the Giants
The
still win six,
Giants, yes.
or did they win on Sunday against Washington?
I think they might have beat the Washington football team. But I mean, if the Jets go 0-16, what are they going to do? Sam Darnold's not that bad. I like Sam Darnold, but I don't know what they're doing.
Also, how's Adam Gase still coaching the Jets? I don't get that.
I think they're just paying him too much, honestly. I think they're financially messed up if they release him, but I think they're better off as a team if they release him. That's what we've been saying about the Jaguars for like 2 years now. They're better off if they release Marone, but week in, week out, Marone's still here. It's a little odd. It's a little odd.
They might go 5-11 this year.
Mm-hmm. But lastly, on my favorite topic of the NFL from yesterday, the interview deadline for news. The Broncos kicker, Brandon McManus, going 6 field goals, 18 points, winning the game single-handedly for the Broncos. Now, what the heck happened there? And they beat the Patriots, one of the better teams in the NFL, or were one of the better teams in the NFL. What do you think happened?
Usually when you're a team, you scout for all players of the team to defend, to make sure that they don't score.
Mm-hmm.
They forgot though. Brandon McManus, the kicker, remember that guy? You gotta make sure he's getting in the field goal range. But they let it happen 6 straight times.
Yeah.
So now Drew Lock, I wish Drew Lock would have scored, man. I love Drew Lock. He's the best guy to wrap Jeezy on the sidelines, But
Oh yeah.
I think McManus and Harrison Butker are like elite kickers right now in the NFL, and
mm-hmm.
If that's how the Broncos win games, I'd love to see it happen more often. Have the kicker win games for them instead of the quarterback. It'd be amazing.
Yeah. Very interesting. Like they could be a team like the Patriots with only a kicker. But it does bring up the question that why couldn't Drew Lock perform in the red zone? But I mean, they won the game, so yeah.
But they also released the Bortles today before I had a game, so
They released him.
They released Bortles on Saturday, so Bortles could have played if it wasn't released on Sunday.
I mean, Bortles still collecting that paycheck, so I don't know who's the loser here. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to see who wins the World Series and who wins the Super Bowl. But I think that's all I got for the Walk-Ons this week. What about you?
This week I'm just doing some Palm Beach Post stuff, and I'll be watching the World Series. I believe it starts on Tuesday. I think it's their breaks on Thursday and Sunday, but I think that'll be good. It'll be nice to see like a underdog team like the Rays get a shot. They had won the World Series since 2008 when they lost to the Phillies. But John, I wanted to ask you this: who was the Rays ALCS MVP in 2008.
I mean, it had to be third baseman Michael no, Evan Longoria.
Yep, that's right.
I mean, it had to be Evan Longoria. When I got to Tampa in how long ago was that? 2016. Evan Longoria was like way past his prime, and he still is. But he was like the little godchild of the Rays organization. He was like, he's gonna lead us to victory. Yeah,
Yes.
they weren't. They were getting like 2,000 tickets to games.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see the Rays are doing well, and think having the lowest one of the lowest salary caps in baseball. It's nice to see a small market organization getting up to the big levels.
For sure. Probably hasn't happened like I guess maybe besides the weight, probably hasn't happened since at least the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the lowest teams to payroll are the Rays, I think the Pirates, I think the A's. So
yeah, the Pirates didn't do well this season, but the A's did. So I always like to refer to it as Moneyball, one of the great movies.
Which is now on a popular streaming site now.
It is? No way.
Yes,
I gotta go watch that. I gotta go skip my Zoom meeting and watch that right now.
No ads. It's a popular streaming site with no ads.
All right. Well, for the Walk-Ons, I'm John Watson, your sports editor of UNF Spinnaker, your current sports editor. We have Drew McDonald, the Hall of Famer 2020. We're going to make like a wall. It's going to be of Hall of Fame sports editors. It's going to be like, just going to start it now.
I need a ceremony, right in front of the Spinnaker newsroom. Have my giant like bust, next to me. I can unveil it, the day of, and let it right on Amanda's desk, in the front.
Yeah, 6 feet social distancing and masks required.
We'll put a Purell like sanitizer on top of my head too. Just use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just put it on the head. So
yeah.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Thanks for coming to this episode of the Walk-Ons.
See y'all.